How's it going? This is Franco with WBFJ Crossroad Radio and SafeNet.tv here with John Cooper with Skillet. And I'm going to ask him some quick questions and try to get some more YouTube stuff going on and all that good stuff. So first off, how's it going, man?
Good. What's up?
Not much, not much.
Hello, YouTube. How you doing out there?
Real quick, how's the tour been going, man? How's
Tour's awesome. Yeah, I love Toby. You know, we toured together earlier this year.
Right.
That would have been March and April of 2010, and had an awesome tour and got to know each other really well. And you know, the tour is amazing. So we thought we got to do this again, bigger and better next time. And that's what we're doing now.
So let's just say if someone couldn't make it out to the tour and you wanted to explain to them what they're going to see and what they're going to get, what kind of message out of it, what would you say?
If somebody couldn't come to the tour, I would send them a card saying, yes, condolences. You could have gotten your face rocked off. Yeah, the tour is really, really good. I can't really overstate it. It's awesome. You know, I think what's really good about it is that us and Toby are so different, but when we play together, it's a good. It complements each other. That's not the case all the time when bands are really different, or you get an artist in one genre like Toby is in urban and hip hop and pop, and then an artist that's in hard rock like us. You never know what that's going to be like. But we work really great together, and I think it's to do with the energy. Both of our bands have a lot of energy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I usually tell people, you know, you're going to see a lot of energy on stage, and then that's what they tell me. I had no idea it was going to be so crazy, you know, and it's big production. That's also the great thing about this tour is that playing big venues, and you can really stack the production in and get more, you know, get your money's worth. You know, and you go to a show and you get wowed by the production, the effects. I think both Toby and us focus on that. I want people leaving saying, I can't wait to come spend my money on Skillet again.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
I'll trade you. If you give me money, I'll give you a good show. That's a trade.
That's a good trade.
Even trade.
That's an awesome trade. Okay, let me kind of switching it real quick. Touring with your wife.
Yeah.
Can you give me some points on that, or just some thoughts on that?
You know, we've been touring together since 1997, and so we've toured our entire married life. So we don't really know, we don't know anything else other than that. So it goes well for us. I mean, I won't lie, it is a lot of work. We have kids on the road as well. And that's a whole other dimension. We have 2 kids. So my wife, as we speak, is homeschooling.
Oh, wow.
So she takes a break for sound check, and then she finishes homeschool while I come and talk to people like yourself. And it's all, regimented out. So it's a lot of work. And you don't get a lot of space. You learn to deal with your life's problems, right, and around other people. And you have to do that. You have to work out your problems. And so you get a lot of quantity time, not a lot of quality time. Okay. So it's a lot of work, but it's amazing. I get to have my family. I don't have to leave them at home.
Right.
And my kids get to come out to the show and get to hang out with Toby Mac and his band and see, so it's a really cool lifestyle, but it's an adventure. And it has its ups and downs, but we're just going with it.
So I guess you could say that everyone that's on the tour is kind of like a family right now. You guys just kind of mingle together and have a good time, fellowship.
Absolutely. Skillet definitely is a family. I mean, of course, my wife and I, half of the band literally is family. And so the other half is like that. It's almost like we feel when we come on the road, that family dynamic that we have naturally kind of, it
applies.
Yeah, interspersed with the rest of the band. So my kids have great relationships with the other band members. And the other band members are like aunts and uncles. They're fantastic. They're great with my kids, and it's really fun. And then beyond that, what's really also great, and just because you tour with other Christian bands doesn't mean that you feel this. What's great with Toby and his band is that there is a real sense of family. Between the bands, there's a real sense of we belong together, we love each other, we rejoice with each other, and when things go good, and there's a camaraderie that has happened. I think we're just like in heart.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, kind of changing gears. I'm a person that loves music and loves to play music and things like that. So let me switch it up for you real quick. A question I like to ask musicians is words or music when writing. What comes first?
You know, it used to always be music for me. It used to 100% of the time be music. And I would write a melody and then end up writing lyrics. These days, I will say I focus more on lyrics. It doesn't have to be all the lyrics to the whole song. Not like writing a poem, like, verse, chorus, not like that. Just conceptually. I want to have a concept and a lyric that I like, and I'll usually just start with that. Melody and melody with that lyric at the same time usually kind of happens. Then the music will kind of come after I get that lyric that I like.
Right. Now, what about writer's block? You ever deal with that? And if so, how do you deal with it?
I'm pretty prolific. I've always got ideas. Always got, I can kind of, time to write a song. All right, let's just sit down and write a song. I'm kind of a, prolific in that way. But I have had times when I've just felt uninspired. I just didn't know where to go. And I think a lot of times that just comes from getting frustrated in this business when you're writing a song, maybe it doesn't go, or a record doesn't go as well as you thought it should or could, or you're getting people saying, no, that's not good, you need to try this, and then it gets to a place where you feel like you just want to pull your hair out because everybody's telling you something different to do. I don't like that song. The song's too young. No, that song's not young enough. No, that song's too Christian. No, that song's not Christian enough. And it's just, all these things happen, and you just go, you know what? I got to forget all these voices, and I just got to write what's in my heart. Right. And sometimes it's hard to get back to that place when you're feeling stressed out. So I have dealt with that, but in the end, it's just been about me going, all right, enough of all that stuff. I just got to write what's in my heart and hope it's going to be good.
Absolutely, and it definitely is. Okay, 2 more questions and we're done, man. If you could go back in time, and I found out you're down with the 80s.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If you go back in time and play with a group, who would it be?
You know what? I would still like to play with Bon Jovi.
Really?
So, that kind of goes for both eras. My 80s eras, I was a huge Bon Jovi fan. And you know what I like about Bon Jovi? I like that it's credible rock music, but it's also pop. They were, first and foremost, they were great songs. Right. And that's why later on in his career, he's been able to do some country songs, write for country musicians, or some of his songs have been sung by country musicians. His music has even changed over the years. So currently, I would even still love to tour with Bon Jovi. So if there's somebody watching that can make that happen, make a phone call for me. Make it happen, hurry.
Okay, cool. Okay, and what's playing on the iPod? What's playing on your...
Bon Jovi? No, I'm kidding. Sometimes I do love Bon Jovi. Truthfully, I don't listen to a whole lot of new music because I don't have time, with my kids and stuff. So if I'm listening to music, it would be because my kids, maybe my wife has put in Hillsong United, something worship oriented for the family to worship to. Or my wife has put in Miles Davis, or something like that for dinner. If it's me alone, then I'll usually turn on something I grew up with. You know what I mean? That would be more like Petra or something that I don't have to think about. You know what I mean?
How about Rez?
I love Resurrection Band. I like it, all that old stuff. I was really into early Christian music. So that stuff makes me feel good because I don't have to compare myself to it. Right. Most musicians know what I mean, because you turn on a modern thing, you're like, oh, they did this and this. I don't like how they did it. And you're constantly, critiquing what they're doing. I love this. I don't like this. I want to try to do this. And it turns into business for me. Wow. And I don't like that. I just want to chill out and listen to, Stryper or whatever. I like that.
I have to ask, how about Journey? Do you like Journey?
Oh, yeah. I love 80s music,
That's my band.
I love Journey, too, man. Oh, absolutely. I love Journey, and I'm a big Metallica fan. Some Christian people get upset when you say you like some of that music. So I like metal, and I like that 80s hair metal pop, Def Leppard. I like all that stuff a lot.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, man, thanks again, dude, for giving us time to just sit down with you real quick. And this is John with Skillet. And
I'm John with Skillet.
This is John with Skillet. And I want to thank you guys for checking it out. And Crossroad Radio, WBFJ, and SafeNet.tv. We'll see you then.
Easy.
Thanks, man.
Can I get you